Hey Wally, have you ever wondered where all this rain comes from?
Yeah. I always thought it just kind of appeared out of nowhere, but now that you mention it, I'm curious about how it gets here.
Yeah, it's strange to think about, isn't it? Rain seems to appear out of nowhere, but there's actually a really big process behind it.
Does the sky just decide to rain, or is there a reason it falls? I wonder how all the water goes up there in the first place.
Well, let's learn more about it. Come follow us to the Learning Lab. Today, we're going to see how water moves through our planet to give us rain, clouds, and even drinking water.
Wait, water moves? I thought it just sits in my juice cup until I drink it.
Water moves around a lot, Wally. It travels from our oceans, lakes, and rivers to the sky and back down again. And it keeps doing this over and over again, kind of like nature's recycling.
Whoa, water is like a superhero going on an adventure. Where does it go first?
It all starts with evaporation. This is when the sun heats up water in our oceans, lakes, and puddles and turns it into something called water vapor, which is kind of like invisible gas, and then it rises to the sky.
Wait a second, are you saying that water just disappears into thin air?
Not exactly. It's still there, you just can't see it. It turns into tiny invisible water droplets that float up. It's kind of like steam rising when you heat water on the stove.
Oh, so the water gets warm and flies up into the air, like a bird on vacation.
Sort of. And this step, evaporation, is powered by the sun's heat. That's why you'll see evaporation more on hot sunny days than on the colder days.
So that's why puddles disappear after it rains. They don't actually disappear, they're just flying up into the air as water vapor.
Exactly. You're getting it, Wally. Let's imagine you're feeling evaporation right now. Think about blowing on hot soup or hot chocolate. Can you see how steam rises up? That's evaporation happening right in front of you.
And then it cools off and I can drink it. But where does the water go after it rises up?
Great question. After water vapor floats up, it cools down and turns back into tiny droplets of water. This is called condensation, and it's how clouds are formed.
Wait, so clouds aren't made of marshmallows or fluffy pillows?
No, Wally. Clouds are not made of marshmallows or fluffy pillows. They're actually made of tiny droplets of water, or sometimes ice crystals.
Whoa, so clouds are really just big fluffy piles of water hanging out in the sky?
That's right, and when enough water droplets come together, the clouds get bigger and heavier. There are all kinds of clouds, Wally. There's the cumulus clouds, which are the big fluffy one, kind of like the marshmallows. There's the stratus clouds that are flat and spread out like a blanket. And there's the cirrus clouds, which are wispy and way high up in the air.
So clouds have different hairstyles. I like the fluffy ones the best.
Me too, but guess what happens when the clouds get too full of water? When the clouds get too heavy, they release the water back to Earth. That's called precipitation.
What now?
Precipitation. That just means rain, snow, hail, or sleet. Anything that falls from the sky.
Oh, so rain is just water falling back down after it goes up into the clouds.
Exactly. And precipitation helps fill up rivers, lakes, and oceans again. Now close your eyes and listen. Can you hear the rain? Imagine it falling on plants and trees, helping everything grow.
So peaceful. I could take a nap. Unless it turns into hail.
After all the rain falls, the water flows back into the lakes, rivers, and oceans. This is called collection. And then the whole cycle starts all over again.
So it's like a giant water slide that never ends. The water goes up, turns into clouds, falls back down, and flows back into the ocean.
Exactly. This is the water cycle, and it keeps everything on Earth alive.
But why is the water cycle so important?
Amazing question. Without the water cycle, we wouldn't have rain to help plants grow, fill up rivers or lakes, or even keep animals alive. Water is super important for the life on Earth.
And it's all because the water just keeps cycling around? That's pretty amazing.
It sure is. Every drop of water we drink might have once been part of the water cycle for millions of years.
Wait, are you saying that the water in my juice cup could have been dinosaur water?
It's possible. Water keeps moving throughout the cycle, so who knows where it's been? Let's review what we learned. The water cycle starts off with evaporation, where the sun heats up water and turns it into water vapor. Then condensation, where the water vapor cools down and forms clouds. Then precipitation, where the clouds release the water as rain, snow, or hail. Finally, we have collection, where the water flows back into rivers, lakes, and oceans for the process to start over again.
Got it. Water goes up, turns into clouds, falls back down, and does it all over again. The water cycle is like a never-ending adventure.
That's right, Wally. And thanks to the water cycle, we always have the water that we need. And now that we know how it works, let's head to the lab and try a fun activity to see it in action.
Ooh, an activity? I hope it doesn't involve becoming a rain cloud. I forgot my umbrella.
Don't worry, Wally. It'll be fun and not too soggy. Come on, let's get started.
Okay, here we go. Science time.
Hey everyone, welcome to the lab. Now that we've learned all about the water cycle, it's time to do a fun experiment to see it in action.
Wait, you mean we can make a whole water cycle right here in the lab? Like with real water and everything?
That's right, Wally. We are going to create a mini water cycle using just a plastic bag, some water, and a sunny window.
A water cycle in a bag? That sounds amazing. What do we do first?
Okay, here's what we'll need. A clear plastic bag, a permanent marker, food coloring if you have it, some water, and a big sunny window.
That's it? That doesn't sound too hard at all. I thought we need a giant ocean, or at least a big fluffy cloud.
Not this time, Wally. The bag will act as our ocean, and our sun will help create the rest of the water cycle. First, let's decorate our bag to show the water cycle. On the bottom of the bag, we'll draw an ocean with some waves. This will represent the water.
Ooh, I'm drawing a giant whale swimming in an ocean. Can I add a little fish too?
Sure, Wally. Make it fun. Near the top of the bag, let's draw some clouds. These clouds will represent where the water vapor goes during condensation.
I'm drawing extra big clouds. Hey, maybe it'll rain even more in my bag.
That's the spirit, Wally. And finally, let's draw some raindrops falling back down from the clouds to represent precipitation.
Raindrops coming down. Splish splash.
Next, we will take our water and pour it into the bag. This is the water that will start the whole water cycle.
Wait, it just sits there? It doesn't look like it's moving yet.
That's right, Wally. The water won't start moving until we hang it in the sunny window. The sun will heat it up and it will start the process of evaporation.
I'll give it a head start by blowing on it. Evaporate, little water, evaporate.
Good effort, Wally, but I think the sun will do most of the work. Next, we will seal the bag tightly so that no air can escape. If you want to, you can add a drop of blue food coloring into the water to make it easier to see.
Blue water? That sounds super cool. It'll look just like the ocean.
Now we will tape our bag to a sunny window. The sunlight will heat the water and soon we will start to see the water cycle in action. First, the water in the bag will heat up and start to evaporate, turning into water vapor. And then the water vapor will cool down and start to turn back into water droplets. This is called precipitation.
Ooh, and then it'll rain back down into the bag, like real precipitation.
Exactly, Wally. And the best part is you can keep watching your water cycle at home over and over and over again. Today, we had so much fun learning all about the water cycle. That is the S in STEM. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math. Big words for big thinkers like you. When you wonder about the world, ask questions, and do fun activities like this one, you're already doing STEM, just like real-life scientists. This project will help you earn your DAISY STEM Career Exploration Badge. That badge is about finding out what STEM is, thinking about what you want to be when you grow up, and learning how to use STEM to help animals, people, and the earth. So if you had fun today, guess what? You're already on your way to becoming a STEM superstar. You asked, you explored, and you discovered. Great job, scientist.
I asked a question too, like, where did my sandwich go?
Oh, Wally.